Alexander the Great, born in Pella in 356 BCE, was the son of King Philip II and Olympias, a proud princess from Epirus. Legend claimed she descended from Achilles, the greatest warrior in Greek myth. Alexander's childhood was a mix of privilege and rigorous training. He grew up learning the arts of war and politics from a young age. His father instilled in him a thirst for conquest and a belief in Macedonian supremacy. Yet Alexander was not simply a product of his father's ambition. Recognizing his son's potential, Philip hired the renowned philosopher Aristotle to be Alexander's tutor. Under Aristotle's guidance, Alexander received a broad education, studying philosophy, literature, politics, and science. These formative years shaped Alexander's worldview, influencing his later decisions as a conqueror and a king. From a young age, Alexander displayed the hallmarks of a natural leader. He was strong and athletic, excelling in horsemanship and combat. Stories of his courage and ambition spread throughout Macedon, marking him as a prince destined for greatness. Alexander's mettle was tested early. At 16, while Philip campaigned abroad, Alexander was left in charge of Macedon as regent. He faced a Thracian rebellion, a test of his leadership and military acumen. Alexander, with a decisiveness that belied his youth, crushed the uprising, establishing a new city, Alexandropolis. 2 years later, Alexander stood beside his father at the Battle of Chaeronea. Philip's Macedonian army faced the combined might of Athens and Thebes. Alexander, commanding the companion cavalry, played a crucial role in the battle. His fierce charge shattered the Theban sacred band, securing a decisive victory for Macedon. The victory at Chaeronea cemented Macedonian dominance over Greece. In 336 BCE, at the height of his power, Philip was assassinated under mysterious circumstances. The throne of Macedon passed to Alexander, who was just 20 years old. Many doubted the young king's ability, but they would soon discover his ambition and destiny. Alexander wasted no time in asserting his authority. He swiftly dealt with challenges to his rule, crushing rebellions in Thrace and Illyria. With his kingdom secure, Alexander turned his attention eastward, towards the Persian Empire. In 334 BCE, Alexander led his army, some 40,000 strong, across the Hellespont into Asia Minor. His army, a blend of Macedonian and allied Greek troops, was a formidable force. Alexander's first major encounter with the Persians came at the Granicus River. The Persian satraps had assembled a large army to oppose Alexander's advance. They expected the young king to be cautious, but Alexander launched a swift and daring attack. The Battle of Granicus was a resounding victory for Alexander. He led the charge himself, his bravery inspiring his troops. The Persian army, caught off guard by the ferocity of the Macedonian assault, broke and fled. The victory sent shockwaves through the Persian Empire. Alexander's advance continued southward along the Aegean coast. City after city fell to the Macedonian army, yet one city dared to defy him, Tyre, an island city off the coast of Phoenicia. The Tyrians believed their island fortress was impregnable. Alexander, however, was not deterred. The siege of Tyre, which began in 332 BCE, was a testament to Alexander's tenacity and military genius. Unable to take the city by storm, Alexander ordered the construction of a massive causeway, a land bridge connecting the island to the mainland. The project was fraught with difficulties. The Tyrians harassed the Macedonian construction crews. For 7 months the siege dragged on. Finally, the walls of Tyre were breached. The Macedonians stormed the city, unleashing their fury on the defenders. The fall of Tyre sent a clear message to the rest of the Persian Empire. No city was safe from Alexander's wrath. Following the capture of Tyre, Alexander continued his march eastward. He conquered Egypt, where he was hailed as a liberator and crowned pharaoh. In 331 BCE, Alexander turned his attention towards the heart of the Persian Empire, seeking a decisive confrontation with Darius III. The two armies met on a dusty plain near the village of Gaugamela. Darius had assembled a vast army, drawn from all corners of his empire. The Persian forces outnumbered Alexander's army significantly, but Alexander was confident in his troops and his own abilities. The Battle of Gaugamela was one of the most decisive battles in ancient history. Alexander, with his customary tactical brilliance, outmaneuvered the larger Persian army. He led a daring cavalry charge straight at the heart of the Persian lines, aiming to reach Darius himself. The Persian king, witnessing the ferocity of the Macedonian assault, panicked and fled. Gaugamela marked the end of the Achaemenid Empire. Alexander's life was not solely defined by conquest. He was a man of complex emotions, driven by ambition but also capable of deep affection and loyalty. His relationships, both personal and political, shaped his actions and left a lasting mark on his legacy. One of the most significant figures in Alexander's life was Hephaestion, a Macedonian nobleman who became Alexander's closest friend and confidant. Their bond, forged in childhood and tempered on the battlefields of Persia, was unbreakable. Another important relationship was with Roxana, a Bactrian noblewoman whom Alexander married in 327 BCE. Their marriage, a political alliance, blossomed into a love story. Roxana bore Alexander a son, Alexander IV, after his death. Alexander's relationships extended beyond personal affection. He understood the importance of building alliances and fostering loyalty among his subjects. He treated those who submitted to him with respect, often incorporating defeated Persian nobles into his administration. Alexander's vision extended beyond mere conquest. He dreamed of creating a vast cosmopolitan empire where Greek culture and Eastern traditions blended seamlessly. He founded dozens of cities, many named Alexandria in his honor, which became centers of learning and commerce. He encouraged intermarriage between his Macedonian soldiers and Persian women, hoping to create a new hybrid culture. Alexander's reign ushered in the Hellenistic Age, a period of unprecedented cultural exchange between Greece and the East. Greek art, philosophy, and literature spread throughout the former Persian Empire, influencing local traditions. The fusion of Greek and Eastern cultures created a vibrant new civilization. However, Alexander's grand vision was cut short. In 323 BCE, at the age of 32, Alexander died in Babylon under mysterious circumstances. Some ancient sources claim he succumbed to malaria or typhoid fever, while others whisper of poison. Alexander's empire, lacking a clear heir, fractured into competing kingdoms ruled by his generals, the Diadochi. Yet Alexander's legacy lived on, reshaping the political and cultural landscape of the ancient world.